And now,
They're here, bro. Yeah, fucking
What's up, guys? It's your boy.
You've been watching too many Spike Lee movies.
And that has been the rest, ladies and gentlemen.
And the rest.
Are you on some kind of radio show?
How much is my order?
Now it's just called And the Rest, featuring the best.
Hey, what's up, guys? You're listening to And the Rest. I'm your host, Brian. With me, as always, is my co-host, Punoe Puentes.
What's up, Pablo?
Hey, man, how's it going?
I didn't introduce you yet.
Oh.
And with me, as always, also is Pablo.
Hey, guys. Nice to be back this next week, 2 weeks in a row. It's awesome. Great to be here.
Thank you, immigrant. This time we also have our three.
It's me.
Yeah. We have 3 other guests.
Since the first one went by so good, we decided to bring him back.
Yeah, the last one, due to popular demand, we decided to bring back our 3 guests. We have my lovely girlfriend, Jennifer.
Hey.
Next to her, her best friend, Anna.
Hey, what's up?
Allegedly best. And next to her, we have Crystal? Crystal?
Chris Angel.
Chris Angel.
Chris Angel. What's up, Gustavo?
Hello.
All right, man. You already know what the fuck it is, man.
Our unnamed producer is currently on a voyage to New York to attract more listeners. It does not work.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he made it through his anus transfusion surgery.
Yeah, that's...
Thank you to all of the donors.
Thank you. We
Yeah.
really got a lot of
I
support
can't
from
believe we
everybody.
had 95,000 souls.
Yeah, for real, yeah. His leg is getting better. But at any rate, he went to a comedy club, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty cool,
Yeah,
actually.
that's pretty
cool.
dope. Yeah.
That's cool. He gets to laugh after all
I know!
experiences.
For real.
That's awesome.
That was crazy.
Good for him. Good for him.
Hey, man, unnamed producer, dude, we love you.
We
Yeah.
love you. Come back soon.
Anyway,
Yes,
donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation if you want, or donate to us, and the rest from Dallas@gmail.com.
Why don't you make our wishes come true? We
yeah.
want a new boat.
And we want a new producer who actually does things.
He does not. You know what? For a producer, I've never seen him touch any of those fucking knobs, dude.
For an unnamed producer, he doesn't do shit. Yeah.
Honestly, all he brings to the fucking table is jokes about white women. That's it.
He doesn't even make jokes. He's serious about them. He hunts.
Dude, he started talking about his divorce one time. Like, dog, we
Yeah.
want to call Brian fat.
Hey,
That's
well,
our
I don't know
fucking-
about that. I actually don't know about that. I don't know about that. Anyway, we're here to actually rate a restaurant that we went to. It is called Meso Mesopotamia. Yeah, Mesomaya. Mesomaya. That's the place. And listeners, you already know we have 5 categories. How we analyze these things. First one, atmosphere. Second one, service. Third one, I skipped one. Oh, location. Fourth one, the actual food. And the 5th one, price. And at the end, we will decide whether we want to go back or not. So nobody fucking answer that question because it's usually somebody who just answers.
Unnamed producer, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. Anyways, all right. First up, we have
I will go
atmosphere. Wait, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, man. Come on, dude. Don't ruin this. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. All right, man. Atmosphere. What y'all think about the atmosphere?
It was dark as hell.
It was a little.
It was nice.
Also, those fucking white girls that were blocking the Mavericks game, I know where you guys were sitting. If y'all there again, coming.
Yeah.
It was a pretty chill place, but it was crowded. Like the seat where we were sitting,
You think?
I
So?
didn't have any space for my.
Well, okay. I'll say this. Like, I actually asked him, like, if he wanted it to give us a booth, like, if he thought we could fit. He said, yeah, but we might have a problem with you. He pointed at me directly, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah, I know. He did.
I know you. You're our Brian from Anton.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck
You
is your
tubby.
problem? So,
Oh.
atmosphere is 0 out of 5, just for that
What?
guy.
Do you know
Fuck
they call
him.
you Tubby?
Yeah, dude, behind my back, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Wow.
But that's why I liked it. I thought
were
the
so
atmosphere was
hurting.
great. I thought it was a little dark, but I think it was more of a like romantic type of take. A lady out to eat restaurant.
Yeah, so that's why we took Noe with us.
True.
And
Yeah.
that was nice. But, yeah, I mean,
loved it.
I'll say this, though. The decor was kind of tropical, very Mesopotamia-like. I don't know. I saw a lot of plants. It just looked very jungly. I don't know. What y'all think?
The lighting was good.
Who?
The lighting.
Oh, the
heard the
lady.
lady.
I heard the lady too. Yeah, that's why I was like, what? What, are you, what lady?
I was gonna be like, thanks.
Yeah, no, it was fine.
I liked it. I think it was romantic, kind of like how Pablo said.
Romantic, huh?
Yeah.
I noticed the people on a date.
There was fake candles everywhere.
That's
Dude,
very-
that's what pissed me
yeah.
off, dude.
That's
The
true.
minute I saw it,
That's
okay,
the first thing
LED
I
lights.
noticed.
That's safe. That's why.
Fuck that.
being
yeah.
in love ain't safe. Fuck
Being
that.
Yeah, yeah,
Say fuck that.
exactly.
You're right.
Doesn't.
Honestly,
Fuck
there was
condoms.
nothing pretty cool about it. I thought it looked like every generic Mexican restaurant.
I don't know. If
Whoa, what?
Like
we
Tex-Mex.
went to that place we were gonna go to
Tex-Mex,
originally.
sorry, correct.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, Tex-Mex, yeah, I agree. Because on the
Never.
border, kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
I
And then on the border, it's not romantic. Let me just say that.
How's the lighting?
dark.
It's kind of darkish, like
Really?
I don't know what it is with Mexicans just want to eat in the dark. Pisses me
Tex-Mex,
off.
Tex-Mexicans.
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 I
Yeah,
work
that
in the
makes sense.
dark.
Really?
Like I have my office lights off and I just have lamps.
So wait,
Like
you were
that.
born here,
I
right?
like that.
Yeah.
Tex-Mex. Yeah, that
Tex-Mex.
makes sense. Yep, makes sense.
There you go.
Yeah.
I
You're right.
like the dark.
Oof.
You're right.
Parkland
Yeah,
babies.
that's
What
how
can
I
you say?
Yeah.
Those Parkland babies were born
All
in
right.
the dark.
Circle. Brian.
Fuck that, man. I'm gonna say 1 out of 5.
Well,
I
actually, I
don't
was
like
not
it.
born here.
Oh, she's born in LBC.
I was born in
Salvador?
Long Beach.
Oh.
You were?
Mhm.
Oh, that's so cool.
That
But I was
sucks, man. I'm
raised here.
sorry.
That does.
I'm
When
sorry.
did you move over here?
Like when I was 4. So I was
That's-
raised here. Some
Did you have the Long Beach sprinkle?
Got it, brother.
You did. Wow.
So you say 1 out of 5?
Yeah, I said
Atmosphere?
1 out of 5, dude. Not my favorite.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. I kind of enjoyed it.
3 out of 5, dude. It was too dark for me. Couldn't see Brian's beautiful face.
That's what I'm saying.
That was what was working for me.
Careful, man. All right.
Crystal?
Well,
4 out of 5.
4 out
I
of
like
5.
the darkness.
3. No, actually 2.5
There you
out
go.
of 5.
Okay,
There you go.
why?
Hit him with it.
why is that?
Why is that?
The lady.
The space. Yeah, I couldn't move my feet at all.
I have
Okay.
markings of
Dang,
Anna's
so cute.
boots.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to look at them.
Dude, Noah was fucking like.
I was kicking the shit out of Brian. I'm sorry,
man.
bro.
Fuck you, man.
Deserve it though.
I couldn't
Fuck.
reach the ground.
Me neither.
That's all the
time. You're a midget.
What about you, Yennefer?
I'm gonna have to go with Anna's. I'd probably give it a 2.0. out of
Ooh.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
okay.
0?
Yeah. Just because I feel like there was nothing really cool about it, and it wasn't too dark. It's not like Rainforest. It wasn't like Rainforest Cafe, you know. And I kind of like it that dark.
There wasn't an atomic anaconda.
That would have made it better, honestly. That would have
That would
been
be
better.
5 out of 5.
Yeah.
You know what? Rainforest Cafe next.
Oh, I haven't tried that thing.
I've actually never been to
I
it.
have.
Dude!
That sounds
Rainforest-
awful.
sounds
Crystal's gone to
Yes.
Rainforest Cafe.
I'll say this every 5
Yeah.
minutes. There's always like a sound, and I'm like, "Fuck, man!" And there's strobe lights, and it just bothers me because I have to look back. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Going on? The rhinos are
It
coming.
gives you like really bad anxiety.
It
Like,
gives
what
you
is that?
It gives you PTSD about Peru, dude. The jungle.
Yeah, it does.
Fuck your
yeah.
wet feet, dude.
Yeah. Anyways, all right, dude.
Next cat.
Next category, location. You know, it's located in a nice area.
I'm
It's-
surprised we have found
Yeah.
parking.
Yeah. It was. Well, I'll say this: like, there's like a really big parking lot for valet.
Very big.
So,
Yeah.
Meso is a chain, right? So this is the one
Oh, it is?
located in Addison.
Oh, I
It
didn't
is
know. I
a
didn't
chain.
know it was
There's
a chain.
some in
Yes.
Dallas and McKinney.
Oh wow. Okay.
So yeah, Addison location. You know, Addison, the office workers' paradise.
Yeah. True.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, I think location wise, it was 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
I think it's like 4.5 out of 5 because it's like right by a lot of restaurants and just stores in general. Like right across it, there's a Walmart, Michael's, Barnes and Noble. Yeah,
They're laughing at you because you suck, dude.
I guess they are. Damn, that's crazy. I think they're all drunk
All right, here we go.
already. Wow.
No, they're just making sure she was like.
Oh, so Crystal looked dead. Yes, for a little bit. It's crazy.
Crystal is currently drooling
She is.
I just thought it was funny because she waves her hand.
Like Patrick? No, is it SpongeBob?
I was like, are you
mad?
She's trying to hypnotize Crystal, Jenny.
No, just making sure she was alive.
Oh, I see.
Better watch out, dude. She makes Ouija boards. She can do a lot of things.
True, actually, yeah.
A lot of
That
weird
is true,
stuff.
yeah. All right, anyways. Location. For me, 4.5 out of 5. I
You
say
already
it's
gave
good.
yours.
Yeah. So, Pablo, you already gave yours 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. It was fucking Addison in the middle. I'm surprised there was parking. That's the only reason I had a 3 out of 5.
Interesting.
Crystal location.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
fuck?
All right.
See if I
It
can.
was close to my house, and there's everything around it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Anna?
4 out of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good location.
Yeah. Jennifer?
Oh, it was a 5 out of 5. I like this one. There were some spaces open.
What?
The what?
Kill me.
Damn,
There
there
were
are
some parking spots open.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Franzia, Rose.
Yeah, shout out to Francie
34
for
grand.
intoxicating women.
Nice.
We
From
drank too
1988
early today.
Interesting, yeah. All right, man. So up next, we got service. Do y'all remember our waiter's name?
You didn't tell us. I didn't see his name.
He didn't tell us either. You know, at the beginning, I thought he felt like kind of like rough. Like he was like,
Why? Because he didn't write anything down?
yeah, and that was, I just thought that was stupid. If you can't remember something, write it down.
But he remembered everything.
Obviously,
He had to
yeah,
ask twice, though.
but he did have to ask twice.
But isn't that just making sure you ordered what you ordered?
If he was a good waiter, he would have just written it down, didn't have to ask at all.
I don't know, man.
Hey, this is Brian's opinion. If you don't agree
Yeah.
with them, get in the ring.
All right, let's go.
True. And the rest from Dallas at
For sure.
gmail.com.
Yeah, take off your shirt.
I'm not gonna take off my shirt.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
like
gonna
this
take off my shirt.
podcast anymore.
I'm surprised you didn't say anything about his jacket.
No, we said a lot
Wait,
of
you
things
didn't
about
say a lot.
it.
You didn't hear it. You didn't hear
Yeah,
it.
it's okay.
It looks like if a NASCAR driver let himself go. But they all. What?
Like he still signs autographs, but they're just like, well, we know they weren't athletic, but fuck.
Hey man, I like this jacket, dude. I don't give a fuck, dude. I do look like a race car driver, and I think it's badass.
All right, speed.
Thank you. Anyways, that has nothing to do with this, dude. What I'm talking
Yeah, go
about.
ahead.
Talking about the service, dude. All right. Yeah, he fucked up or he forgot the order in the meeting, but I mean, he was nice. It took a while for him to take our orders, so that kind of annoyed me. So overall, I give it a 3 out of 5.
Where does this anger come from?
Anger?
Mhm.
Mesopotamia. Yeah, don't
Let's
like
go
it.
the other way. Jenny, what do you think about
I like this.
Wait, what? What was the question again?
What do you think
service.
about the service?
Oh, the service? I thought it was just because I feel like the guy didn't really come as much to check up on us, you know.
Mm,
Yeah, I thought it was a 2.5
okay,
out of 5.
fair enough.
I'll say it was 2 out of 5 because like I only got 1 glass of water,
Yeah.
and then like the ice melted, and I wanted like new water. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Crystal.
4 out of 5. But
Four-
I got there late. So as soon as
Oh,
I sat down, my
oh,
food was ready.
You're right.
And then
Yeah.
we got my drink pretty fast, so I'm an exception.
So if you're always late to dinners,
Yeah.
this might be the place for you.
True. Yeah. All right. No.
4 out of 5. I mean, he didn't like ask me any questions about like, oh, I need an order for this person. Like, it was very simple. Everything
is so
I asked
late.
for was right. The only reason it's not a 5 out of 5 is because I didn't know his name, so fuck it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay.
I can't reach. Cheers.
I
Yeah.
can't reach guys, but
for me-
cheers.
3.5 out of 5. I thought it was good. It was decent. Yeah, he repeated, but you know, it was fine. It wasn't a big deal.
Hmm.
I'm a grown up. I can handle it. It's fine.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, he didn't refill my water. Oh wait, I think he did. He did. Yeah.
He did.
Like once, I guess. Took a while. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. What the fuck are you looking at, Noe? What the fuck are you looking at? Go ahead.
Ugly ass motherfucker across the table, dude.
Fight me, dude.
At Dallas. That's it.
Yeah,
Dallas.
All right, dude. Food wise. All right, man. So I ordered pollo con papas, and you know what? I guess that this was my mistake, but I asked the sauce to be on the side because I didn't know what type of sauce it was. I thought it was gonna be spicy. I actually really like the sauce, and it reminded me of this one plate that my grandma used to make, which is pretty delicious. Yeah. Fuck, are you doing, dude?
I say here we fucking go.
Yeah,
Let's hear
why?
it.
Why,
Let's
dude?
hear
I'm
your
just
story.
saying,
No,
dude.
every fucking dish reminds me of your grandma, dude.
No, actually, this one did.
It really pisses me off.
You know-
We had a Big Mac once, and you're like, "Oh man, my abuelita used to make me double burgers con pickles, yeah,
Yeah,
special
dude.
sauce." I'm
No,
like, what the fuck?
my grandma used to make this one same plate with rice, chicken, and potatoes, and that one sauce. I don't know what it is, but I always hated that plate. I hated that plate. It was the worst, and that's why I didn't like this one. So, food wise, I give it a 3 out of 5, only because
My
I
grandma
tried.
sucks at cooking.
Oh, I love that.
Only because
You turned this
no.
around so well.
Well, I'll say this: I like Crystal's plate, which is pretty delicious. Whatever you
Mine
got,
was
yeah,
so
the
good.
Yeah, hers was
the
amazing.
Kentucky or whatever. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Jennifer, what do you think?
I'll have to say 5 out of 5. It was pretty good. I love it.
What you
Well,
want?
actually, you know what? I'll probably give it like a 4.5 just because the pozole wasn't that great.
Oh, that's right. You had pozole.
I think Crystal's was the best. And
Yeah,
I
it
like
was.
Brian's chicken. It was pretty soft too.
That was all right.
Mine was, let's see, a 3. No, 2.5 out of 5.
There you go.
Yeah, because like I had enchiladas, but they weren't the best. I feel like the only good enchiladas I ever had are my mom's.
I see. Wait, did you get the green enchiladas or?
No, it was some white ones. I don't even know what the sauce was.
I didn't know either. Like that's.
It was
I
just
trying to
cheese,
find the
right?
green ones.
Yeah, I don't even know, but it had like some like white sauce and like cheese just like inside the enchilada.
Mm,
It was good, but not the best.
okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Crystal,
Mine was so good. I got the carne asada. Best.
why did you roll
What
the
the
R?
fuck?
Carne
It
asada.
was so good.
Carne asada. Yeah.
Carne asada.
So good.
Don't ever roll your R's, please.
Not in this
Again.
household.
Yeah, none of this.
Yeah, we don't roll our R's in the.
This is a blessed house. please.
I know. I can tell.
Carne asada.
Thank you.
You think? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's better. No, what you?
I ordered way too much fucking food, dude. I got those tacos. I ordered fucking plantains to put in the taco like a dumbass because I don't know. I think it tastes good.
Oh yeah.
I got rice and beans. I got 2 fucking tamales, and I ate like half of Crystal's meal because she's like 2 feet tall, and I had to eat half of it. So 5 out of 5, dude. Everything was fucking good. I just ordered too much food. I loved it.
Interesting.
It was fantastic. Crystal's dish was the best.
Yeah. Paul.
I had the pozole verde with 2 beers. I guess I enjoyed my meal. It was good.
Okay.
Except it was, chicken pozole. And my mom and my sister just make some bomb ass pozole. dude.
Agreed.
And, it was good. I just wouldn't get that again. I would go with Crystal's.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell a quick story about Pablo's sister's pozole.
Yeah.
One time I brought an entire Patron pizza for his house for a fight, and I ate, I think, 7 slices of it, and I still had about 3 bowls of her fucking soup. It was
Oh
that
my
good.
God.
And I had about 7 of those fucking potato tacos she makes. Fucking bomb. Pablo's sister ever makes pozole? Get your ass down there.
Interesting.
It's fucking good.
Interesting. So the food was alright.
What was your score, Pablo?
5 out of 5.
My score with my plate, I gotta give it like a 2 out of 5, man. It wasn't
I understand.
super great. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed it, but it's whatever. Again, I would go with Crystal's plate.
Yeah, everybody go for Crystal's plate. Dude. That was pretty delicious.
I was the only one who didn't try it.
Well,
Oh, well, that's because you're a freak and you don't eat
I
meat.
know.
It's not freakish.
Yeah, that's pretty freaky.
African.
African.
All right, so
Oh, shit.
if you ever go to Meso Masa, whatever, you try the carne asada because it's pretty delicious. Yeah, Mesopotamians, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I mean, the food was all right, I think, for me, because of the price. I don't think my plate was worth, like, $18.
I agree.
It was kind of expensive.
For the portions, too, I thought it would have been more, but I mean, I got full, but it just wasn't what I was
The
expecting.
cool thing about mine was that it was the pozole and 2 beers, and it was $20. So I was fine. I thought that was enjoyable for me.
Yeah. Okay.
I know.
But you had soup. I mean, you didn't have like a plate, right?
Yeah, but I got full.
Because I mean, I'm expecting that from like a soup. Like if I get a soup anywhere, yeah.
No, once you start paying that like $18, $20 per plate, I mean, you should know what you're getting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Mine was like $35 with tip. Damn.
But
I
you ordered,
a shit
yeah, you
ton of
ordered a
food.
lot. Yeah, you
It
did.
was great.
I ordered tomorrow.
I like them a lot. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna say it again. Fuck you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I even think that the tamales at fucking Racetrack are pretty good. So I have very bad taste in tamales. I think all of them are good.
It's
I've
very
never
hard.
had a bad one.
It's very hard to have a bad one unless you cook it wrong.
Yeah, like as long as it's greasy,
As long as
Porky?
you have that lard in there.
chickeny,
Yeah.
I don't go fuck. It's gonna taste good. Try the ones at Racetrack. I guarantee you guys. Just hold your breath. They're pretty good.
Interesting.
Don't blink.
I never like tamales whenever like you reheat them after they've been.
Oh,
Those are the
no.
best.
Fuck that, dude.
Those are the best.
no.
Oh,
Like,
hell
even-
no.
Wait.
How
do you reheat them?
In the
Microwave.
Don't
No,
ask.
don't
That's the
ever do
worst
that.
way to do it. What the fuck are you doing with my culture?
It's in the package. Use the micro. Use the
Look at
microwave.
my hand. That's what you are.
It's in the fucking
Look,
package.
look, bitch. I've had them in the microwave.
just made a
They ain't
mess.
that bad at all.
I'm
I'm
saying.
not gonna fucking lie. They're tasty, but in El Como, it's real good.
Come on, dude.
Como?
Fuck.
I'm just saying, dude. It's not the best. It's not the best.
Put your oven at 365, man. Put
Dude,
it in there for
pretty
a little
fucking
bit.
good in
Wait
the
till
oven.
the skin like turns a
Kinda
little bit
burn.
dark, little burns a little bit.
Yeah.
And then eat them. And then
Once
come back
the
to me,
smoke
dude.
alarm goes out,
Yeah.
they're ready.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Or if you
I
want to
agree.
be a real gangster, you could fry them on the pan, dude.
I've done that, dude.
Fry them, make them crispy.
I've done that, and I put them in a tortilla. That was the worst mistake and best mistake.
Or you can put them in a bolillo, dude.
I heard
I've
about
done that,
that.
too. God damn
Brian
it.
does that.
No, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do
It's
it.
fucking
That's
ridiculous,
disgusting.
dude.
The
That's,
proof-
that's
No, it's
so
not.
disgusting.
Okay.
You put a Peruvian tamale on fucking bolillo.
What
it's
is
the
a
best.
Peruvian tamale? Is there mayonnaise in it?
No, it's
It's mayonnaise wrapped in plantain.
it's thicker than the Mexican one. It's a
You gotta go to
and it has
Tomato.
olive.
Olive oil?
No, olive.
Olive?
An olive, like an olive
Yeah,
inside
you
of it.
guys need
Not
to
my
stop
favorite.
trying different things, man.
You don't
I
like
hate
them?
it.
You guys don't need to like experiment
The
with
Peruvian
other
ones,
people's
no.
stuff.
Yeah, no, that's just South American and Central American stuff.
You guys want to say that, but no.
Hey, dude, it comes from there. I'm just saying, dude.
Price though, for real, 2 out of 5, dude. I was expensive.
It was a little too expensive. I'll say that. But that's what I was saying. Like I was just bringing that up because I'm saying you can't fuck up a tamal if you put it in the microwave because it's just
That's
in the
just your
instruction.
opinion. I really don't think
Yeah,
it's that bad in the
it's
microwave, dude.
I don't
That's
know.
yours.
Yeah.
I
I've
guess.
had them in the microwave. I've had the
not
racetrack
that
ones
bad.
in the microwave. I've had the racetrack ones fucking cold, and I still like them.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's my opinion. That's what I'm saying. You can't fuck it up in my opinion.
I guess you're right. You can be wrong. You're right.
Yeah,
I kind of like them.
true.
Anyways,
Anyway.
back to the tamales. Ladies.
Chris, Crystal, what do you? How was your food? Or for the price?
Price.
The price? 3 out of 5 because it was pricey. I think I paid like 34 plus tip.
And you had a drink and a
I had
plate
drink
only?
and the plate, yeah.
Wow, damn, that's yeah.
And
Pricey.
unlimited.
I think my plate was one of the pricier ones, but it was worth it. So.
Yeah.
Mm.
I agree.
Delicious.
It was like
Delicious, but it was
$22, I think.
pricey.
Interesting. All right, fair enough.
Mine, I think it was pricey too. I paid 22 and I left like $5 for tips.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, I think it was pricey, but I guess two out of 5.
2 out of 5.
It's fair.
1 out of 5. That was
Damn.
too much.
For you only had the soup, right? With a drink.
Yeah, I only had 1 drink and just a small soup. It was exactly like Pablo's, but he
Mm.
had 2 beers and I only had 1 drink.
Yeah, your drink was
you had
expensive.
wine,
That's
though.
why.
You know, it was like
Yeah, exactly.
there's a wine tax.
Yeah, yeah. So
Pretty good.
wine's usually a little more
It's a
expensive.
fancy glass that it comes in.
True.
That's true. I am fancy.
I will say though, like I'll give props to the chips. Like even though they're free,
Chips
like,
and salsa.
chips and salsa was pretty
The
good.
salsa wasn't that good.
You
No,
don't like
salsa
it?
was
Yeah,
disgusting.
I don't
It wasn't the
I
best.
did. I
It was
liked it.
good, but it's not the
Their
best.
chips were pretty dope.
The chips are pretty good. Yeah,
Tasty.
Yeah, the
pretty
chips were
yeah.
good.
Salsa, that's fine. I enjoy it.
I like
it. Needed more salt,
I liked it with the beer.
right?
Yeah,
It needed
it's
more
not bad.
flavor.
You had to have beer with it.
Yeah, it does add a little bit to it. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So yeah. So now that we've discussed all this, the big question, man. Would you go back? No. Fuck off. I wouldn't go back.
I would.
I would if there was a group of people that wanted to go. Not by myself. This is not a by myself restaurant.
Yeah, I agree
Legit?
with you. I'll change my answer to that.
Legit, I would go again. I'd get Crystal's dish and I'd get the tamales again. I liked it. It was tasty. I just ordered too much.
Fair enough.
I also wish I had dessert.
Yeah, I feel like dessert would be nice.
I would have liked some flan, but I knew we were gonna eat this fucking smorgasbord. Oh, that was last week. I was, you know, my mind just broke.
Yeah.
I would go back.
All right. Okay. Cool. Crystal,
I would go back as well.
you would?
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Only if I had a good reason to. But not by myself, like Pablo said.
Yeah. I'm with him.
Yeah.
Alright, copy me in the text. It's fine.
I'd make Brian and I go back.
Wow. Wow.
You want that carne asada, don't you?
Yes, I do. Thank you, Crystal.
Wow. Damn, dude. Well, I guess that makes my answer invalid. Well, okay, I guess I'll go back.
Yeah. He might whip you outside in the streets, but you whip him inside.
That's what I'm.
That's what I'm saying.
She's been eating.
No, I'm just gonna grow one.
Go ahead. Take my pistachios.
Dude, that's fucked up.
Damn, you can't
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
I
Dick
need to
for it
satisfy my
all.
cravings.
Yeah.
And a
This one is empty.
Yeah. Yeah. You
it's
deserve that.
pregnant.
You deserve
And
that.
it's pregnant.
Why'd you grab that one?
Eek.
It's empty.
And I just grabbed an empty pistachio.
Yeah, she did. Hey, no. No.
I just
No.
No.
Hey, pass me one.
No.
Okay. Who wants another one?
I'll have one too.
Fuck Brian's pistachio.
Interesting.
You know what?
Interesting.
Open no Snickers.
Yeah.
Don't open my fucking Snickers. Hell no.
Interesting.
Thanks, Brain.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck y'all.
All right, so now that we're done with the restaurant, it's time for a real conversation.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Brought to you by pistachios.
Yeah, nature's nut.
Jesus Christ.
It's November, remember. Another way.
November, remember. Yeah.
So,
Um,
where do we start?
any news?
Yeah.
What's up?
Fuck it, dude. I mean, you girls are in the podcast, but this is something I need to talk about. Death Stranding just came out, and I don't give a fuck what you guys think. I need to talk about that game. This is the most revolutionary game to ever come out.
Yawn.
I played for 10 minutes. Well, I have 3 hours of gameplay, but I've only played for 10 minutes. I've seen cutscenes for about 2.5 hours now. There is an absolute. It's fucking weird as hell.
In other news.
There you go. That's it. That's all I want to say.
What's up, Pablo?
I don't know, man. What was this game called?
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Death Stranding's good.
Yeah?
It's not good. I'm gonna say that right now. That game sucks.
I'm sorry, though.
But I'm excited. Like I've loved it so far, but that game sucks.
Hmm.
I ain't doing shit, dude. I'm literally just got shit on my back. I'm fucking climbing mountains to fucking deliver shit like a UPS man.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. That's literally the game. Dude, at one point, I had too much fucking weight on my right side, and I was climbing a mountain, and I fucking fell off the entire mountain.
Really?
Because I was too heavy.
Wow.
Like, I slipped, and, like, my whole package just fucking collapsed. I was like, holy shit, I had to start over.
Do you empathize, Brian? Or?
No, I don't empathize actually at all because I don't relate.
Okay.
I'm saying that.
So, Brian, let me ask you something, dude.
Go ahead.
I've heard from a little birdie
Here we go.
that you're looking for a potential new job. And I agree. I think you should because you're bad at this job. You know what I mean? Like
First
being
of
a
all-
host for a podcast
first of
because
all,
I'm the
man.
one that has to talk the most.
I'm actually reading.
I don't give a fuck what you're reading, dude.
Yeah.
What you doing?
I'm reading up on stuff, you know, that it's gonna change up the company.
You know what your jacket reminds me of, honestly?
Huh.
You look like a professional gamer. Because you have that like Asian haircut. Like an Asian Korean boy haircut. But you look like you look Korean right now.
I do it.
Yeah,
Do
you
I
do.
fucking look Korean,
You
dude?
do.
Oh, dude, let me tell you what.
You
Dude.
do the Korean.
He does, right? He looks really Asian right now. Jenny, what do you think?
What?
Does he look kind of Asian right now?
No.
No?
He looks Peruvian.
That's
You know, I do have the colors.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I do have the colors. Yeah, but
So Jenny, say Brian died. All right, Brian dies. everybody's,
Damn.
you know. But he's in front of God, and God is like, asks you, Jenny, what's Brian's best quality, and why I should let him into the kingdom of mine?
That's a great question. Let's all go around the table.
Because he's humble.
Oh, what?
Thank
He
you.
is humble. I know he sucks, but he's humble. And I'm saying this because I'm drunk right now.
So you know
That's
it's
the truth, honestly.
Thank you.
He's honest.
Yeah, I am. I'm pretty honest,
He's
actually.
pretty honest.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Then.
I agree. If you talk to me, I'd be like, he's a good friend. He's the best friend you could ask for. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad there's not another person that, you know, like I would have liked anyone else, but I'm glad he didn't turn out so bad.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I think I would be like, he went day by day and, you know, kept all those demons just down.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
didn't shoot
He
anything
could have
at
done a lot of bad things. You know? He could have really done a lot of bad things. But at the end of the day, he managed to control himself to this day, you know?
Okay.
That's true.
What about you, Brian? If God said, if God said, hey, why should I let you up here, schmuck?
That's it. Fuck God, dude. I'm on my own.
Wow.
Quote it.
Yeah.
Quote it. Fuck God.
Yeah. I'm on my own.
What do you think, Crystal?
He let me eat some of his pistachios.
Yeah, fuck you,
So-
Crystal. God damn it.
Oh.
I'm
Thank you,
kidding.
Brian.
Thank you for sharing.
Fuck you, give him
You
back.
keep on eating them.
You're pretty good.
Man,
Anna?
y'all gotta stop, man.
Anna,
Y'all gotta stop.
I'm scared to ask you because Brian's so mean.
Yeah.
Exactly. I wouldn't say
Anna,
anything
what
good.
you say?
I wouldn't say anything
Anna.
good about him.
One, now
She
you,
wouldn't.
you get to be the person on the other side and be like, this is the reason Brian should go to hell
Oh.
and not enter God's kingdom.
Oh.
What are you saying in the podium?
Just say don't care about me.
Jenny's gonna take this as a grave.
You just put me on the spot.
Hey,
This is
you.
so hard.
And the rest.
And the rest.
Oh man, no, I don't want to say anything.
And I go ahead.
Pussy.
I don't even-
What you said?
Pussy.
Oh, we're out of challenge then.
That's
Oh.
a challenge.
Just rip Brian a new one. We do it all fucking time.
Yeah, Anna, hey. This is your moment to be true. Nobody's gonna take it personally.
Well,
I might.
he's been a jerk all day long. Well, not all day long, cause like I just saw him like
Just a
3,
Just
4
a few
hours.
days, actually.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Nah, but I mean, he's a nice guy. I mean,
He is a night guy.
yeah, he's a nice guy.
Brian,
Okay.
if you had to send Anna to hell,
Yeah, what would you do? Let terror out, dude.
let her know. Let her know what's up.
I don't know.
He's going through everything. He's
He's got like all that math equations and shit in his head right now.
I don't know. I don't have a reason to send her to hell. But I don't have a reason to send you to heaven either. I don't know. I'm kidding. I don't know. You just stay here.
Just here?
In Earth, yeah. I don't know. I don't
Earth
know.
is hell.
Then I guess.
Oh, that's
Oof.
deep. Does everybody believe in hell? In
I
this
do.
I do.
table?
I don't know.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
Brian?
Well, I do.
I'm just saying.
What was that?
I told you, dude.
Brian looks Korean.
Alright, man. Y'all calm down.
Alright.
Oh my
While he's
God,
gone,
It's the jacket.
it's a jacket.
Brian's taking a lap.
And the hair.
That's any good for you.
Brian just went to go get a job at K-Town. Anyways, as fun as the usual Brian roast is, we do have something a little more serious to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Brian, I really do hope you eventually get a job in your field because I know at my job, you're kind of stuck there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I am, but I really do hope you can pursue something more in your line of work and change the world maybe a little bit. Because if you're for damn sure ain't gonna do it at our job.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's it. I got nothing to fucking say about that.
I don't either. Actually, my future is dead if I stay there.
Yeah, it really fucking is. Mine's been dead. Like, when I was 17, I knew it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was fucking over.
Yeah,
I was like, I got nothing.
I did too.
What do you guys think you want to go? Ooh.
To
What's
sleep,
next?
dude. To sleep. That's next.
Well, I want to go to Peru to find duendes
Oh, here we
slash
fucking
elves
Oh yeah.
and find
Damn it,
gold.
Brian, you told too many people about that
There's
fucking
apparently
story.
an elf in Peru.
Yeah, okay, so I have this story. And so I had family come here this past weekend from Peru. And one of my aunts, she owns part of land in this city in Peru called Oxapampa, which is about, I want to say, 3 hours away from Lima, Peru. Anyways, I found out that when my grandmother used to own the whole land. And so she owned 1 hectare of land. And it's now divided into like 7 brothers and sisters. Meaning like my mother actually has a part of that land. And apparently, so it goes, there's actually gold stored in all of that land. Like a bunch of like gold. Well, one of my cousins actually already found part of gold that got him about like $5,000. And there's more. Now, where the elf comes in, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Christmas elves. I'm talking about like the mythological elves.
Duendes.
Right,
right?
duendes, right.
The evil one.
Well, this one's not evil. Apparently.
Oh.
Isn't it like actual kids that never been baptized? Those are duendes.
Okay, well, I'll say
Like
this.
they die. Okay, they die, but they were never baptized, so they stay like duendes.
I'll say this. This one is
Yeah.
not a kid. It has a beard.
Oh shit.
And it has a like gnome attire, like a really old coat with the pants and the shirt that's red. My aunt described it everything because she actually has some of it on tape,
Oh.
like in her hotel. Okay,
Exactly.
okay, because she actually owns a hotel. That's what she did with her part of the land.
Yeah.
And the hotel is called Elfen something, which is, I guess, Elfen is the German word for elf.
Mm-hmm.
And that part of the land also used to be owned by her father. And when he died, apparently he told her not to sell the land because the real owner lives there. And she was like, what the fuck? What does he mean by the real owner lives there? And so soon enough, once she started living on the land, she came to find out that, well, there's actually an elf that talks and shows up every now and then. And and apparently it gives you tips to hardworking people. Because like there's been people who have been at the hotel who have actually seen like spotted the elf, and they've asked her to like, hey, can you change me in another room? Because like I saw something and I'm kind of freaked out and I don't want to do it. And she has some of it like on tape. Like for example, she told me she has this thing on tape where the elf is like kind of converting into a dog, and I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
When there's no dog, there are no dogs in that land. And so she saw the dog, and I was like, what the hell? How did this dog come out of nowhere? And yeah, anyway, like she also like came to find that when her father was dying, he told her that the elf used to give him tips on how to be successful, like how to get riches and stuff. And he actually had like a large fortune before he died, which he gave to her, and that's how she got her business started. And she's been really successful because he keeps on getting tips from this elf every now and then. He just pops up like with like for you. And she told me this too, like she kept on calling him elf duende, but then he appeared one night and he told her, "Don't call me duende, call me Wanderluf, which is like German or something. I guess I don't know." I was like, "What the fuck, Wanderluf?" And I guess like it must be something. I think she meant Wanderlust or something like that. But that's the way that she heard it, I guess. And so she's telling me, yeah, that there might be more gold hidden in that land. And so I plan to go to Peru and find my gold.
So she's spoken to it?
Yeah.
Like she's seen it?
Yeah, and part of me doesn't want to believe. I laughed in front of her because I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" But she was so convincing to me that I was like, "Fuck! This actually sounds like it's true."
Was she not scared?
No, she was scared at first, but she found out that it's not evil.
She's even thinking about making a documentary about him. That's how serious she is about this.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
I know, and she has
What
videos.
what does he say? Like, is he? I don't know.
He hasn't said anything. Like, I mean, he just shows up whenever he wants to.
Shows up?
Yeah, and they even made like wooden statues because like they know how it looks like. She's like described them to me, like with the beard, the really long beard, which is kind of grayish. She says that he's 500 years old or so, and I don't know. It's very convincing to me. I mean, if I were to actually see the fucking elf, like, I'd believe in the crap load of other shit too.
I believe that.
You do?
Yes, because my mom, she told me a story that one time she actually saw one. She never spoke to one, but she saw one. It was only one time. It was like back in Mexico. I wasn't born yet. It was just like my two older brothers. The oldest one was a year old and the other one was a baby. And she was supposedly in her room sleeping with both of them. Well, she wasn't actually sleeping. She was watching TV, but like the whole room was dark. And then my brother, the baby one, he was in the crib, and my other brother, the one who was 1 year old, he was laying down next to her. And then she heard like somebody scratching on the crib, like, yeah. So she like looked, and supposedly it was a duende. And so she got like really freaked out, but like she didn't know what to do. She was just like staring at it. And then he supposedly was staring like back at my mom while he kept like scratching on the crib, and he was like right next to my brother who was a baby. Mm-hmm. And then so my mom, like, the first thing that was like next to her, it was a towel. So she like took it and threw it at him. And so he supposedly like grabbed it and ran out the room. And the next morning, because my mom, she was like too scared to go like outside the room. So the next morning, supposedly the towel was like laying outside the room. Yeah.
Jesus. And we're like 100%. This wasn't like midgets with really good beards.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I
Good.
have heard a lot of stories of abundance, but I've never seen one. But I've heard stuff like that with babies, that they'll like take them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard one where I don't know who exactly, but I've heard it in my family where like they've had the baby out like on their little, what is that called, the little cradle thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
And they move it, like they'll move the baby to like a different spot, like just randomly, and they're like, how did he get there? The baby can't move, so
Yeah.
like,
Brian has said that there's still some countries that still believe in elves.
Oh yeah, like Iceland. Half of Iceland apparently believes in elves, for the most part. But
Makes sense.
I don't know. It's a mystery to me still. Frankly, I'm a skeptic at heart. So
And you see, like, she didn't show you any videos, right?
no.
but she says she has videos.
Yeah, in her hotel, which is why I also kind of want to go. I kind of want to know what she has. Because she has
Yeah,
camera.
That is exciting though.
The only tough thing is that it only appears to hardworking people. And if Brian goes down there,
Hey, calm down, dude. I
No,
know.
if I went down there, that motherfucker would be like, who the fuck?
What would you do if you saw it?
I scream a little. Not gonna lie.
That'd be scary as shit, dude.
I'd probably scream because I don't know what I do.
I don't think I'd say anything. I would just be like looking at it like.
Like shocked.
Yeah.
You'd be like, holy shit, someone my height.
I probably would not say anything, and I would not move. I would just
Behind you.
look until it left or something. Yeah.
What if he tries to give you money though? What would you do?
Dude, if I like
What if
trip on
he-
gold, I'm set. I'm set for life. I'm a rich guy.
Dude, what if
Dude.
he's like,
But what?
Screw you guys.
Dude, what if he's like, hey,
I'm out.
Brian, come over here.
Ryan, what if he's like, I've kidnapped your mom and I need a Western Union check to
Hey, fuck you, man. First of all,
Hey, Brian, come suck this tinko tinko.
I'm just kidding, Brian. You know I'm the fucking worst when it comes to this shit. I believe everything except like, you know, like two things. Except heterosexuality. That's it.
That's why, due to this, I feel like I question Ryan. I'm like,
As a
what if
man.
you did see the elf? Like, would you believe in aliens and ghosts and all that?
I thought
stuff?
Brian did believe in aliens.
I believe in microorganisms as aliens. I already explained this to you.
You explained it to me?
Well, I
Definitely
mean,
did.
well, I
Really
explained it to somebody.
skeptical.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was
No,
about
yeah.
to say,
Oh, yeah,
I've
because
never
you say you
listened.
don't believe in ghosts, right?
Right, I don't believe in
You
ghosts.
don't believe in ghosts.
I think I do.
Right. But like I said, I believe aliens.
Jenny
as in,
believes
like,
in aliens.
Oh, for sure. I
As
wanna
in, like,
believe.
bacteria.
I believe in anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not the only ones here.
Yeah.
Sure.
What about you, Noe?
Of aliens?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to believe in them, dude. How can we actually be the only ones here? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You
I
know
would
that?
like to see something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. That's my
Anything.
thing. I would not
I'd
want
be
to see an alien.
scared, but I think that was like.
I feel
have
like
videos.
I feel
have
like it will
videos.
make me feel really calm knowing like we're not the only ones. Like there's actually more
Legit, if I saw an alien,
out there.
100%. Mark my words, I'd kill myself.
Oh my god.
100 fucking percent. Me and my dad have talked about it.
Why?
We see aliens, kill ourselves.
Why?
We're gonna die.
What is it called?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Then I'd definitely kill myself. Dude. Ain't no one gonna be cooler than me. Fuck that.
Fuck
My
that.
phone.
I'm not in this competition for
Yeah,
another
dude.
species.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Could you imagine, dude? Another alien shows up, got
What?
15 nipples. I'm fucked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I can see that.
Oh, so Jennifer does have one thing that we saw actually.
Jennifer's actually an avid alien hunter.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
So-
I'm like
I
his
agree.
cousin, I swear.
All right, so this one time, right? We were actually watching a movie at a Cinemark, and after the movie, we walked out to the parking lot, and all of a sudden, there were nothing but blue dots in the sky. Jennifer took photos of them. I didn't. I was just looking.
When was
Like
it?
a fucking nerd.
Yeah. So if you see them, like, yeah, these blue lights just came out of nowhere, and they were moving very weirdly.
This was a while back. This was in, let's see,
Yeah.
2016.
Oh wow.
I'll show
I
you
don't
the mini
know.
crystal. Hold on. And like, there were
Jennifer,
also-
explain it while
these are
you're-
better.
Oh, explain.
Okay, so I have like 2 videos on the blue lights that we saw when we watched the movie. When we left the theater, we saw some blue lights above the sky, and thankfully I got a picture of them, and yeah, they look really real. I'm about to show it around the room, so hold on.
That's crazy.
Here.
No, the phone
Go on for that again, sorry.
She
Oh,
looks
yeah.
very.
Crystal's
Those are the blue
currently
lights that we
observing
saw.
the blue lights.
I'm not kidding. Those aren't
What?
fake.
Jennifer
yeah,
is
those are
definitely
real
not
lights.
kidding.
Yeah, go to the bottom one.
Now the
That's
video is
better.
being played.
Crystal zooming in and zooming out.
Crystal currently thinking about
Yeah?
the Mavericks
Yeah, those
losing
are
to
what
the
we
Knicks.
saw. And it's like we first saw him, and then after that, like a lot of other people started
Yeah,
seeing it.
can't believe it.
Yeah, like a bunch of other people
You
started
know what?
looking at
dude?
him.
This is kind
Did
of
it just go away after, or what?
No, they stayed the way they were for the whole night. At least that's what I remember. But
Yeah.
yeah, we left pretty early because it was still going on.
Do you want to see it?
We've already seen
You
it.
see
We
that?
saw something come out of it, and he's sitting across from you. His name is Brian Yalta.
Oh my
True.
god.
What's up, guys? From outer space.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. That's what we saw. Like that. That's not edited, anything like that. It was just real. It was real.
I feel like we're in a very interesting time because I feel
Oh,
like
just like pass me
the whole internet era kind of gives you the because before you kind of had the idea that your parents knew more than you do, right? You had the idea that older people knew more than you do, and in essence, yeah, that's true. But I feel like now with the whole internet, you kind of realize like, oh, most people don't know shit. My parents don't really know anything. Nobody really knows nothing. And the next step would be like, oh, now I don't know nothing. And aliens are real. And
Aliens are scary.
I'm terrified of aliens. Legit.
The scariest movie I've ever seen was The Fourth Kind,
Fourth Time is a good movie.
and it was by aliens.
Yeah.
It was weird. That was a
Is
weird
that the movie where they had those like at the end they have like those abduction or like those?
Yeah,
scenes?
like mid movie, the screen would split in half, and
Yeah.
supposedly it was like the real footage on one side, and then the movie
Have you-
reenactment on the other side.
Have you guys seen the movie Interstellar?
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's good.
That movie's crazy, yeah.
I like that one.
It makes you think a lot.
Do you think we'll be able to also travel interstellarly?
No.
Or do you think like what do you think is next? Like are we gonna let be known like look there's technologies out there that we don't know about. There's races like species out there that we don't know about and we have no control over. Or do you think it's like okay now we're joining something new. We have new technologies ourselves and it's like the next generation is gonna get to experience.
As far as outer space, we're barely getting to the Kuiper Belt, which is barely like the edge of our own solar system.
Sir, but I want to talk Bob Lazar. Like, we have alien spaceships owned by the government. You know?
Which
Like-
I don't think we can recreate.
Yeah, but what do you think's next? What do you think happens next? Do you think the government admits those things, or like do we try to experiment on them? Like, we can't really keep this. What are we gonna do? You know, run off gasoline the whole time?
Well, let's just say, okay, let's say they do give out all their secrets to the people. What are people gonna do?
Freak out.
I feel like a lot of people would try to.
Yeah.
A lot of people would be curious. I'd
Yeah,
say.
people are gonna study
Let's
it.
not freak
people
out.
are gonna try to figure it out.
I feel like the
You know?
general population will freak out.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. But like, there's gonna be a lot of people that are just gonna be like, oh, okay, wow, so it is real.
Just, yeah.
So we should do something about it. But do what?
I think eventually we have to do something because, like, our sun is what, halfway through its life. I don't know if you knew that.
But it's like millions of years
We have
away.
a kid.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Our son, what the fuck?
Our sun is I did astronomy, and our sun is about halfway through its life, which means it's like 5 billion years left, which means at one point our Earth is not going to be inhabitable, so we're going to have to leave Earth. I don't know how.
Where did you hear about this?
Well, I did a class in astronomy.
Richard Dawkins.
And so, like, we learned about the planets and the different types of suns. So our sun is not like a super big sun, but its average life, comparing it to other suns, is about, I think, 10. So it's about halfway through its life. So when it gets towards the end, it's gonna be a supergiant, and then depending on how much energy it has, it could either be like supernova, like blow up, or it could just become like a white dwarf.
Crystal.
But
I actually took an astronomy class in college too, and it kind of sucked. My professor was a Weezer fan. It was pretty bad. Yeah. But anyways, I
Sorry,
do.
brother.
Yeah, I know that the Earth is like halfway through its lifetime, but many stars die day after day that we see,
yeah,
and there may be life forms within those stars that we don't know of. So we're probably gonna die, and there's gonna be new life forms that are gonna be created.
Oh,
So
we're definitely going to die.
like if we're on Earth, we can't survive that.
yeah, and I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think we should survive.
So
I don't think we're meant to.
I feel like maybe we're gonna try to leave, but I don't know how.
'Cause
it's gonna
essentially,
work
like,
out. Yeah,
When you took that astronomy class, did you learn how water came about in this Earth?
it was like a collision of all these planets. That
Right.
happened, and
It's essentially like just more elements coming
Yeah.
together and combining
Wait,
to
what?
create new
What
ones.
are you
even
talking
if we were to leave our planet, let's say we somehow were able to get away, and our sun dies, like where do we go? We need sun.
Right, I'm just saying,
need
like,
that.
we're not going to.
We need that. We can't
Like,
survive
what I was
without
saying is that, like water, it wasn't here always on Earth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Water came from an asteroid that collided with the Earth, and the elements that were within that asteroid combined with the elements
Well,
that
there's
were.
like a lot of different theories on, like, I don't think people have yet to figure out how really. Let's just know
Space
why
is
this
weird.
You know?
No, I'm saying, but like, I mean, we're like the only species that we know that we need that type of stuff. Like, there are probably other species that don't even need water to survive. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not gonna matter. I mean, other life forms are going to exist different than ours. So I don't think like there's a point to like letting the human race exist. I think it's just better to.
Such an anarchist. I love it, dude.
It's not a what?
That scared the shit out of me, dude. I thought Joker was coming out.
Hey, no, I'm not saying obviously like kill off the human race. I'm just saying like just let yourself die. Like accept your fate. You know.
There's an end to
What do you
everything.
think happens
Yeah.
after, like, once you die? What do you think happens?
I
Our
respawn, brother.
essentially, yeah, I actually kind of believe that
I just wake up in another body.
because like your body's made up of elements. They're just gonna be like reused
Nothing
as
gets
other
destroyed,
energy.
dude. Everything gets
Yeah,
destroyed.
that's what
Man.
basic laws of science. You know, energy cannot be created or destroyed. So your
just
energy is
wake up,
being
dude.
reused by all these planets and space, and so
I wake up Indian or Chinese. That's what happens.
true.
It
Yeah.
makes sense why the Bible even says like we're not supposed to. I know I'm bringing the Bible.
That's
into
what I'm
this,
talking
sorry.
about. Now we're bringing in
No,
the
no,
real
no.
things. Now we're bringing
We're
the
not
real.
supposed to know about this stuff. Like we're like from what I've learned all my life, I've learned that we're not supposed to know anything about like I guess in space
Mhm.
because there's just a lot of things that we're not supposed to be knowing of because apparently God wants us to only focus on Him
Yeah.
and I don't know. I feel like He knows that there's aliens up there.
Of course, he made it.
He just doesn't want us to focus on it. What?
He was like, of course you made it.
I know.
No, I agree with you, Jenny. Like, I do. Because I'm sadly probably the most religious person here, which is fucking sad. That means I'm pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly. But like Brian said, to
I don't
quote
think
Brian,
religion is
fuck
bad.
God.
I have a weird take on religion.
What's your take?
Like,
Let's hear it.
I feel like it's wrong for one religion to say we are right and you are wrong. I feel like what? Like why?
Mormons
like,
are the only right
people
one.
believe this so deeply. Like, why are you saying that they are wrong? Like, I feel like everyone has their own beliefs, but I feel like maybe it's all the same thing. It's just interpreted differently.
Yeah.
But I don't know exactly. Like, I don't know myself what I believe in. It's kind of odd, but I feel like I believe in everything, like in every religion. Like,
Oof.
like, I don't know how, like, there's
Sorry.
aspects of each, so I'm like, okay, like, you believe this so, like, deeply, like, that's okay, like, I don't think that's wrong. I think it's wrong when, like, other religions are like, no, you are wrong. Like, I don't know why. I feel like, why is it that you are right, but everyone else is wrong? I don't know, that just doesn't seem right to me.
Right.
I don't know how to explain it, if that makes sense at all. So I don't know what I believe in. And even myself, like, I don't think you need a religion. Like, you can have your own faith. You can be faithful or have faith without being religious. If that makes sense.
Faith in what though?
In your own, like your own beliefs, like whatever you believe in. Like, you don't have to be religious to, like, I guess to prove it to others.
When you're saying religious, what do you mean?
Like, some people are like, oh, you don't go to church, or you don't pray, or you don't do this and that. Like, I was raised Catholic, so that's what I know more about.
Mm.
And then I'll hear sometimes, oh, you don't go to church, you don't really follow the Catholic religion. And then I usually just think, well, I'm not religious, but I would still say I have faith. You don't have to be religious to have faith. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty basic knowledge.
But, but like, I think you can believe.
It's pretty basic.
You can believe. You can believe in what you want in your own home. Like, you don't have to go do all these things. And
Have fun in hell, guys.
I don't know.
I'm good.
But then I also think it's wrong to tell someone else, like, oh no, you're wrong. Like, what you believe in is wrong. I don't know.
Have fun. When me, Prince, and Chris Benoit are in heaven, it's gonna be dope. Just saying.
I can't wait till me and Don Cheto were like chela, see.
Don Cheto me. I'll drink a chela with Don Cheto. That's it.
I'll drink
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a lot of parallels between a lot of religions, and at the end of the day, I think religions are trying to tell history, but at the same time give a personal message of like human growth and just what it takes for you to sacrifice and achieve, and you know, and then after that, once human ego comes in, then that's when shit gets wild, because that's when you lose the message and you lose the whole purpose of what the thing was constructed for. I don't know. I've thought about that a lot, given that I was also raised Catholic. I was did my first communion in Mexico with the whole outfit and everything. And after thinking about religion for so long, I don't know. I feel like once you focus on yourself and you figure out what the message is, it's cool.
I think our religions are wrong. Because you're so sure, like, you're giving yourself like a set of rules over everything. Like oh, okay, this is the way it is. Even though you're saying, like, some religions are like, oh no, you're wrong. And there's a lot of religions that don't say that. For the most part, faith just means that you're sure about one thing, and I don't think we should be sure about anything. So,
But aren't you like just?
but having faith in like your own self, like you're not even sure.
But by declining all religions, then you're saying that you're sure.
Brian, do you believe in God?
No.
No.
Yes, he does. He's looking across.
He knows my fucking name.
Careful.
I ain't got no motherfucking friend. West side.
Right here, baby.
All right. That was pretty good. I'll say that. No, but like, see, even that faith, right? of you being like so sure that everything is wrong. Like,
What?
like for example, like if I have faith in myself that everything else is wrong, right? That's what you're saying. Like I would be wrong by my own belief, right? Because I'm saying that nobody should be sure about their own faith. So it's kind of paradoxical, but that's what a catch-22 is.
That's an English major for y'all, ladies.
I
and
just
No.
don't get, if you believe in elves or aliens, like, why can't you believe in God? Like, wouldn't you feel like maybe there was something that believed, like, made these things?
Jennifer, have you
know?
seen octopuses? They can literally become invisible.
Who you
There's
calling
a shitload of
octopus?
things that are just weird
I
in this
know,
earth.
but you wouldn't even think about God at least? Like, maybe he is out there or something.
You
I
don't
don't
fucking know.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
don't
that's
know.
my point. You're not sure. That's why like anything that says that you're sure about something, like having faith in something that you believe in,
But you,
is
you
wrong.
don't think any like there's no like positive aspects to where religion is or brings to the table?
Are you relating
No.
faith to God though?
No, I'm relating faith to like what you believe in personally, and what you believe in personally that has to do with like you've learned throughout the years, what you're surrounded by.
You can have like spiritual faith though.
And
It
what though,
doesn't
like
have to be religious.
right, but like spiritual faith in what way?
Like Buddhism, I would say is more spiritual than really like a god. I mean, I don't know really much about the religion, but I know they focus a lot on like your behavior with like your relationship with others and the way you act and how you treat others. It's a different aspect than like being Catholic or being Christian.
Right, but what's the point of Buddhism? To reach nirvana, right?
I don't know.
A lot of
I don't know much.
bodhisattvas, like in India at least, that was the whole main purpose in Buddhism, and that's what I'm saying. Reaching nirvana means like being at peace of mind, meaning like nothingness. That's why a lot of people meditate or Buddhists meditate, because you want to reach nothingness, and essentially reach nothingness through death, and death essentially is like pretty much the absence of life. But that having like it's pretty much reconciling with your fate, which is death.
Mhm.
But you're so sure about what happens in the afterlife, though, even with Buddhism. But you don't know that. My point is, like, why even bother meditating when you can just be doing other stuff?
So, just to take it back a little bit, what if, and then at the end, what would you give to your children or to future generations? Or what do you think the meaning of life is? What are you here for?
But that's my point. I don't know.
In your own personal view, if you had to construct a message, what would it be?
Okay, I believe this, like, in this part of Hinduism. And that is, fucking Dharma.
Oh,
Which is
hell
like-
yeah. Brian taught me about this.
I
This
did,
shit's
yeah.
so cool.
'Cause
Like, I
I-
believe in it 100%.
Yeah, which is just the role that you have in this earth. You kind of can't change. Which is kind of like how the guy who killed Gandhi, he believed in Hinduism.
Damn, I was going to smoke a joint.
The
with
way that Gandhi did too, and the reason, the way that he justified it was that, well, this is my role in life. This is my dharma. You know, I have to kill you. And Gandhi, like, it's just like you have to do it, and he killed him.
But yeah, when Brian taught me about
And, like-
that, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my my perspective on life changed. Where I got my attitude of I just don't give a shit because I'm just like, whatever happens, happens. To be
So,
honest,
what
like,
is-
Like
Dharma?
people are destined to do certain things regardless of if it's good or bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
It
how
just
I am.
happens.
Stuff just happens,
Yeah.
and so like you just gotta accept it.
You don't think you
actually,
have
I
any-
lost a lot of my fears.
So you guys don't
Really?
think you have any choice on that? I mean,
Yeah, I
Yeah, that's your
Like a
choice.
good example
That's
of
what I'm
Dharma would be like in movies where like a certain person is destined to be sacrificed, even though they
Hmm.
might be like a really good person. It's just that's what has to
But
happen.
That's
nobody
right.
can change anything.
I mean, you can like it's your choice. Like
But
you're
how
deciding
you
to
have-
do that
How do you have the ability for choice and not
It's
have
like-
the ability of choice at all?
because you're justifying yourself doing this because it's like, well, I guess I'm just
gonna
deciding
do
this.
anyways.
Yeah,
It's really weird. Brian explained to me, and I get it.
it's kind of
But
like
it's- I can't
fate,
explain
but
it.
at the same
That's
time, it's also
interesting.
free will.
Yeah.
It's fate and free will combined, which is why I kind of like.
See, but I like
It
that
is.
too. See, that's what kind of why I say like I feel like everyone is okay to believe their own things because that's interesting to me.
Mm.
And I don't. I'm like I don't. Like I don't feel like I should ever tell anyone, oh, that's wrong. You're wrong. Because
No, Brian's clearly wrong.
For once,
like I
no,
don't know. I think it's
Just ugly.
interesting to learn about other religions.
Yeah,
I myself don't know what I believe in, but I think it's interesting to know like what each person believes in and kind of like how they see life and what they believe in.
And then justifying in the end, like, which one was right.
I don't know if you can justify, but I don't know. I think it's interesting to just learn, but then I myself, I don't know what I believe in.
That's kind of what Brian did when he went into the whole Jehovah's Witness stuff. Like, he started learning a bit, and then I guess he didn't believe in anything that they were saying.
I just did it honestly because it was just to see you. But yeah, I mean, like I was just there. I didn't believe in it, but I was just going there, just fucking, I guess, learn what they believe in.
When people ask me, I usually say I'm Catholic, just because that's
Easy.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
I usually
what
say
love.
I'm Catholic by culture.
It's a
Because
good
I feel
answer.
like, you know,
But I don't
Catholicism
know.
has become my culture more than my religion.
Apparently, I think the Jehovah's Witnesses are a cult. That's what
I
Stop
still
knocking on
be-
my fucking door.
I
and
never-
maybe
oh
I'll
my
stop
God.
saying it.
I still believe that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, still believe that.
It's different.
Have y'all heard of Gandhi's brother, Lee Gandhi?
Oh my god.
Lee
Who's
Gandhi's
Lee
nuts.
All right, man. On that note, man, we gotta end it here. All right, man. We've reached our time.
Thank God, dude.
Yeah.
That's a perfect way to end
Oof.
it.
Yeah, man. Man. Thank y'all for listening, man. I love our devoted fan.
Yeah, our devoted
Um,
fan, Crystal,
just
thank you.
sleepy.
Thank you for participating and for listening also later on. Follow me at Othering on Instagram. Pablo, you can follow him on.
I feel like I just said this not so long ago. Mouse of Moon Roses _ DP Films. Just a quick plug.
Noe?
Kakaki official Instagram, LCL_Noel for our unnamed producer. He's not here.
Fuck
I
you.
actually really liked his newest picture. It was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Noe Puentes at Twitter. Yeah, if you want more Ligma Suckman jokes, just let me know. I got so many.
If you want to go to church with Brian on Sundays, give him a call.
Yeah,
I
I'll
believe
go, dude.
I believe
Fuck it.
God's real, but the rest is realer. Subscribe.
Yeah. Crystal?
Alright, Anti-social club member number 1. Don't follow me.
Okay.
Don't talk to me. Don't fucking breathe me.
Follow me at Like a Hug on Instagram.
Doesn't look like
That's
hot.
it.
Doesn't
Underscore
look.
right there.
Oh yeah, underscore at the end.
Same thing as Crystal.
Alright, man. Thank y'all for listening. I don't have any motherfucking friends. So fucking bitch. Fat motherfucker.
Yes.
West side. Alright, man. See y'all later.